in Kissimmee with the Astros in spring training, and joining us is a face that should be familiar to most Hooks fans. Former first baseman Josh Bonifay was with the ball club during the 2006 championship season, and Josh is now a coach in the organization. This year he'll be coaching the hitters in Lexington, which is Houston's full-season low-A affiliate in the South Atlantic League. And that's a step up for you, Josh, because I know you've been coaching in the system, but this will be your first year with Lexington.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Last year was a tremendous learning experience, just being the first-time hitting coach in any organization. I was with the Pirates, player coach, but last year was my first full-time gig as a hitting coach. And Greenville's a phenomenal facility. We did have a ton of guys. It was a great learning experience just because of the kids. You get to work a lot of mechanical things, and it's just that basic, giving them a base to really start and give them a program and then give them an approach and things like that. So that was really good to work with those guys. But I'm looking forward to being in Lexington. I hear it's a nice facility and a great town to be in.
Now, being in Greenville, that's a rookie-level club in the Appalachian League, so it's not a full season like we play 140 games. You guys play like 72, 74, something like that, so it's a half season. Most of the guys are kids, like you say, younger. What's it like working with sometimes you're working with the 18, 19-year-olds?
It's a big adjustment. Last year we had a lot of Latin players, so for me, learning some Spanish and learning how to communicate with those guys and just understanding where they come from in their culture, I think that was a huge adjustment for me, but now it's a great advantage for me just by being down there and learning some of those things and how to teach those guys. But overall the experience was really nice. The long season in Lexington, you'll look for keys in July and August, and maybe they hit that wall where they're starting to slow down because they have not played those many games. So I'll look for keys during the year, but I'm looking forward to that challenge.
And obviously, somebody that's had success like you've had in the past, the players can rely upon you and what you did when you had to go through all of those travails.
Yeah, you try to stay away from my past experiences, but you want to share it with them, but you also want to close the yearbook. You know what I mean? Everybody's like, close the yearbook on your career, but I take a lot of things that I did during my career and use them for teaching purposes, but not, hey, I did this, or hey, I did that. You do have to relate to those kids. It's a new age. You have to be very visual and very stat-oriented because they need to see those things. Because if not, they're not going to learn. You can't just say, hey, do this. They need to see it on film. They're very visual learners nowadays.
Hooks fans will remember and recall that back in 2006, Josh was one of the top run producers for the ball club. And just what an exciting year it was to have the kind of regular season you guys had, and then to have the playoffs and the championship series go the way it went, that fourth and final game. Do you still think about that stuff?
All the time. I mean, you won't ever forget it. It was obviously, that was my last day playing baseball when we won the championship. So I always like to say I went out on top, and that experience was the experience of a lifetime. We had a tremendous team, a great leader in Dave Clark. And just the relationships that you have with all the people in Corpus, I still have a ton of relationships, and I still talk to the guys all the time. Still talk to Pensy and Yosh, and Junior, JR, and I are best friends. So, that year was very special, and you take a lot of things from that year.
Now, in that final game, you were involved in a triple play. So when your guys the other team has two on but nobody out, do you tell them turn three?
No, I rarely even brought it up. There's a couple people that have been to Corpus, and I guess they've seen something in Corpus that I did turn the triple play. And Milt Thompson always picks on me. He's like, "You're a legend. You're on the wall there, turning a triple play." But other than that, I don't share that experience too much. Like I said, I just try to teach these guys how to do things the right way, the proper way, and how to represent the Astros organization the best way they know how.
You mentioned Dave Clark, who was the Hooks manager 2005 through 2007, now obviously a coach with the Houston Astros. How much did he influence you, and do you still talk with him about things now that you yourself are a coach?
Still talk to him probably twice a week. He was a big influence on my life, a big influence in me getting back with the Astros, and he's a guy I bounce ideas off constantly. I want to know more about the game. I want to know his thought process at third base. I want to know his thought process in changing lineups because he has managed before. Hopefully in the future, that's one thing that I'll have the opportunity to do is manage, and I'll use Clarkie for the rest of my life.
Very good. Josh Bonifay, now a hitting coach with the Lexington Legends in the South Atlantic League, former Hook great, and maybe sometime down the road coaching in Corpus Christi. Who knows?
That'd be nice.
All right, Josh, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.